with all the stuff going on with Caitlin Clark and how she's getting abused, and that's the main thing that, like, I covered the WNBA last year with Caitlin Clark, and that was the main thing that pissed me off most of this. I think she played 13 games. The whole time that she played was the abuse that she encountered, and it was outrageous. And I didn't cover Caitlin Clark her first year in the league, and from what I hear, it was pretty bad. But last year, it was a constant grabbing, pushing, eye gouging. It was, all kind of stuff. And now this happens this year, and with Thomas. And it ain't just that. It was also like Brittany Griner lowering a shoulder and smashing her when they played them, and it's just like a constant thing, and the officials just overlook it. And that's the main thing that's the problem, is how for the past 2 years that I've been covering the WNBA and the Fever and Caitlin Clark, is the officials are just straight trash, and it's like they have an agenda, to be honest with you. So I have to come out. And I have said before the same thing that Boomer Esiason has come out and said. And let me tell you what he says. If I were Caitlin Clark, I would seriously consider going to play overseas somewhere and get the royal treatment. She's a straight white basketball player, and she is not being treated with any sort of respect. And I've said that for 2 years now. The number one look, let's just say this. There's before we get into Caitlin Clark's abilities or whatever, her logo threes and all that, there's two common things. She doesn't have enough melanin to get the respect in the league, because, the melanins, they don't like non-melanin people. Then the Skittles people don't like people that are traditional people. They want you to be skittled. So there's a double problem right there with Caitlin Clark and this Skittle League, that she's doesn't have the melanin of majority of the players, and she doesn't deal with the Skittles, if you follow me. And that's the main thing that you see most. And look, let me tell you something. It comes out in the games. The disdain for her because of her pigment and her choice of not wanting to be a Skittles person comes out in the games, and they just hate her for it. And then what really pisses them off is that she shoots threes in their face. When she's not being brutalized and tortured during the game, she burns their ass alive. And they hate it. That this non-melanin person that's not a Skittle person is beating their ass, and they can't stand it. So what is the traditional thing that they decide to do? Oh, let's don't play better. Let's don't play her better. Let's abuse her. Let's resort to violence. What a shitty WNBA it is. But I can tell you this. I have said the exact same thing for 2 years. I think, with all this stuff that's going on with Caitlin Clark coming into the league, that has brought way more attention to the league. It brought TV deals. It brought billion-dollar TV deals to the league. Everybody's salary has gone up. The contracts have changed. Everything has happened because of Caitlin Clark. And I don't give a shit. Ain't nobody. Look, You take a group of your top players in the WNBA and have them walk down the street, and nobody's gonna know who the hell they are, really. You take Caitlin Clark and let her walk down the street, now everybody knows who she is, regardless. She's the person bringing in the money. I have said for 2 years now, if they can't keep their hands off of her, she needs to go to Europe. That's just what it is. She can, if she went to Europe, she would make more money in Europe than she would here. Not only that, she'd be a worldwide phenomenon. Not only that, other players would start saying, you know what? I want to go and make money over there with the Saudis. And more leagues would start up across seas. And then, you know what? You know who's going to suffer the most? The WNBA. Because if Caitlin Clark left, do you really think that these the Peacock and Prime TV and all, you think they're going to cover the WNBA without Caitlin Clark? Hell no. They're not. They're not. They're going to pull their contracts and say, look, y'all got rid of the person that we wanted to highlight. The face of the league. So, you know what? I think she should. I think she should go. You know what? And people are like, well, you won't be able to see her play. I guarantee you, if she went to Europe, they'd find a way for it to be shown in the United States. Guarantee it. I think I'm to the point now she needs to just leave the WNBA. It's not worth it. What, to get to have your career ended early because these melanin Skittles people want to brutalize you and try to take your career away from you? Screw that. Just go somewhere. Take your stuff and go somewhere else and watch those bitches crumble. And that's what they are, a bunch of bitches. It's sad to see what has happened with Caitlin Clark. Hopefully she can finish out the rest of the season, but at this rate, she may not. And if she don't make it the rest of the season, it's not worth watching. It's not worth watching. There's not one damn person other than Caitlin Clark that most of the people that that's come in the past 3 years is going to want to tune in and watch. And these contracts, they'll have to default on these contracts. Put money on it. So, anyway, hopefully things will change, but it doesn't look like it's going to. I appreciate you watching. Till next time, see ya.